Let's pack. It's time to go on my first solo camping trip. So camping is actually one of my favorite things to do ever. I grew up camping. I absolutely love it. David, on the other hand, likes it. That's pushing it. He likes it because I love it. So he is currently away. We're doing solo trips right now. More on that later. But I have the beast. And if you follow us from Kenya, you know exactly what vehicle I'm talking about. So I'm going to get on the road. I don't drive it solo all the time. So this should be fun. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Me filming this, and yes, I'm leaving this in because you're going to have so many nice bloopers. We have arrived. I made it safe and sound with the truck. I have to laugh as you're driving through the campground. You do get a lot of looks on the truck because, let's face it, it is kitted perfectly. We're camping. We're just missing a tent on top. I'm on lot 112. I didn't tell you where I am. I'm actually in Graves Island here in Chester. It's probably one of my favorite parks just because I know it very well. So I felt like this was a great place for our first solo camp. Let me show you around the lot. Now figure out where I'm going to put the tent. The only really sad thing right now is there's a massive fire ban in effect because it's so dry. We haven't had rain in a very long time. So even looking at the ground, you can see how dry and like the risk of fire and everything. So I won't be having my campfire, but it makes it easier to figure out where I'm putting my tent to because then I don't have to worry about the fireplace. So as you can see, it's quite a big lot. The truck is there. The picnic table and fireplace. It's nice that the picnic table's in a bit of shade there, which is great. You can tell this is where everyone has been putting their tent. It's a little bit on the slant, but I think it'll work. I might just bump it over just a tiny bit more. But as you can see, it is extremely dry. We have that one little patch of green there, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's start unpacking. First things first, the tarp. Even though, you know what? I don't really think we're going to need this because it's so dry. But instinct is just to put it on. My only thing is she's slanting down a bit. How are we going to do this? That's really in the sun, but... It's not. The campsite is all set up. And it's time to get something to eat because I realized I haven't eaten anything. I came directly for like the check-in time, which is 2 p.m. We're so excited. But we'll eat something and then I'll show you around more of Graves Island throughout the weekend. I guess it's not a weekend, but I'll show you around more there too. Where am I going with this, David? You're gonna love editing. Oh, little snack break before we set up the inside of the tent. Just realized I brought some beer too. Maybe we'll have a drink soon. Oh no, I'm saving that for supper. I have a great supper planned. I was like, you know what? I'm treating this solo camping as basically a date to myself. So you know what? We are going to make some fancy food. Yes, I did also bring craft dinner just in case everything fails. Don't get me wrong. Oh, wow.
So as I'm editing Tracey's video, I just realized that this clip doesn't have audio, so I'm just going to do some lip reading for you. So she's saying, I love and miss my husband so much. I'm such a lucky girl to be with someone like him. He is everything I could have ever dreamed of, and he is the best. Yeah, that's what she says.
I want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, Aecooly. They're the ones keeping me cool inside of my tent during this heat wave. Nova Scotia's been hit with a lot of heat waves lately, but this little guy here works fantastic. This is the waist fan, and you can do it in multiple different ways. I have it right now propped up on a stand. You can wear it around your waist. It has a little waist clip you can clip onto your jeans. You can even wear it around your neck. There's so many different ways to use this. I've been using this product for the past week, and I have to say it really does pack a punch. With it being portable, you can use it for hikings. Again, I'm using it inside the tent right now, but it will give you 14.5 hours of cooling. It is 5 different speeds with an LED display and even a flashlight. It is super quiet at only 60 decibels, while the brushless motor goes 6,000 RPM. So if you want to stay cool with Aecooly, check out the link below to save yourself 5%. The mic was off. the entire time. So why am I here? Um, David and I are actually separate right now. He is on a trip in Afghanistan.
Beautiful, but crazy.
And I chose to stay behind. So with that, we drove the Land Rover to Montreal. So I actually drove it back. My father actually flew out to meet me and we made a road trip out of it, which was so much fun. So because of that, I'm like, I'm not going to spend 2 weeks there's a lot I can do, but I kind of want to disconnect, something that we don't do very often. And I love just time to myself. Like, I have no issue being in a very quiet place, just reading my book or just working. Like, I love that. So it lined up perfectly that David is actually off, like, he doesn't have any signal or power for the next 2 days. And they're the 2 days I'm camping. And because of that too, I have limited signal, so I don't have to worry about missing any call from him or trying to get signal, checking in with him, that type of thing. We're both disconnected, which does not happen very often. It also is very weird to be away from each other. It's been a while since I feel like whenever we're apart for longer times. Even when we were first started going together, like, we were in separate areas for 6 months. So yeah, it's kind of weird going back to that for a little bit, but it's not for long. And he is having the time of his life. He is having so much fun. And I love checking in with him every day and hearing the stories about his day. It's really, really cool. So I'm going to finish my snack and then I don't know what I'm going to do next. I know I have to put the inside of the tent together. Might go for a walk. It's really hot. And I don't know, I might find a place to go swimming. Also, the trails are closed here as well because of the fire ban. Nova Scotia decided to be extremely strict on it, which we did have a massive forest fire a couple years ago, so I understand. But my plan was to go all through the trails, but the trails are closed too. No campfire, no trails. We'll see.
Love your Land Rover.
Thanks. I don't know if you catch that, but that's the second person today who just loves the truck. It's a great conversation starter. Okay, for supper tonight, to start off, I love Radlers. This was an orange and mango Radler. I would say it's not the best one. My favorite one is the blood orange one, still. Anyways, we are going to make a steak, a salad. David, when he's editing this, is going to laugh at me because I have been craving craft dinner and he hates it. So I have a mini craft dinner. I'm also running on limited supplies. This is what happens when your entire family has camped growing up. I love it. You can just borrow all of their supplies. So we have what we need. I'm hoping I'm not missing anything, but I'm not convinced, to be completely honest. Oh, that's what I forgot. I need water for the craft dinner. Hold on. I apologize. This video is going to be a little all over the place. I suck at filming by myself. I'm used to having David. They're helping me. And now it just got really awkward because there's somebody pulling into the lot beside me and I'm talking to myself. I'm going to wait. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so tempted to put my AirPods in right now to pretend I'm on a call. I think the best part about this is the fact that I forgot a plate. I only have bowls. So I'm just gonna eat it out of the frying pan. Camp style. Let's see, I am absolutely terrible at cooking steak. And this was a fast fry and I already overdid it, but it's not bad. I mean, I did put a lot of butter and salt just in case, so not too bad. So in all honesty, after supper, I read my book a little bit. I crawled in a tent. I don't know if you can see this, but I've just got like a little sleeping pad and sleeping bag. Got all my stuff in here. And I'm exhausted. That first day of camping, being outside all the time, It makes me so tired, but that's okay. That's what it's for. Probably gonna go to bed early, plug everything in, charge everything. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I have to say, for sleeping alone, I actually slept decent. It was really quiet around here. Nobody was partying. There wasn't music going till late in the night. I'm really trying to make myself get out of bed, but I'm enjoying just chilling. 7:30. Should really go make some coffee. So, instead of having breakfast up top at my campsite, I feel a little bit anxious this morning. So I've decided to switch up the location, so I came down to the picnic park, which is overlooking the water. It is gorgeous. It was supposed to be silent, but to Thursday, a digger on the side putting up some type of wall by the boating inlet harbor bay. It's a little noisy. Okay, so for breakfast this morning, we have bacon, eggs, bread, peanut butter, yogurt, fruit. It's gonna be a great breakfast. Breakfast with a view. Honestly, this whole trip was kind of inspired by, if anyone follows Kinging It, Amy has been doing a solo van life trip around, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I love camping so much. I can do it on my own. So with him being away, and I was like, I'm gonna need a distraction, which is why we're down here at the picnic park today. Missing him a little extra this morning, which is to be expected. We're together all the time. So yeah, we're just gonna sit here, enjoy the view, the sunshine, eat some breakfast. So I'm just heading out for a walk right now. But it does make me laugh when I'm walking around. I'm like scoping out campsites for like coming back that are sites because I had limited availability before. But by doing that, I just remind myself of my parents. I remember that as a kid, getting so frustrated when we would arrive at the campsite and then they'd be like, just give us a couple minutes. We need to go look at some other sites to see if we want that one instead. Makes me laugh. So the reason that you're getting just a park tour right now, my plan was to go walk on this beautiful trail that goes around the entire island. It's called like the Coastal Trail or something. But because of the forest fires, that's actually closed. So as you can see here, they've completely closed it off. So now I just have walking along the roads, taking notes on what sites are really cool. Yeah. I also was planning to have a great campfire. I think I said that earlier. So my content ideas for you guys is they slowly get dwindled out. So right now we're just gonna tour the main road. They even have an area for groups down here, but I'm just gonna walk down since the trail is closed because you can see the ocean in the back. So I wanna see if you can get any view from there. No, it looks, that's as far, so that's the ocean there. But again, all the entrances to the trail that brings you into the ocean, like you literally walk right against the ocean, closed. I can even see the boats going by. So I think this is one of my favorite lots. I didn't book it at the time because, again, first time going solo camping, I didn't really want to leave the car, and this one's a walk-in lot. Lot 44 for here. I'm gonna come down and show you. Oh man, I regret. I should have done that. Look at this. Wow. Ocean right there. I mean, that's fantastic. You can even see the trail right there. Yeah, this is a beautiful lot. The only thing is there's 4 in a row, so everyone would have to walk by your lot, which kind of sucks, but you have a beautiful view of the ocean and the breeze. It's beautiful. And now we're headed back towards the picnic park area, and it's probably my favorite view of the entire island. I'm gonna tell you once we get a little bit closer to it, but just coming up over the hill with the ocean, the fishing boats in the back, it's the best. So excuse the noise. I don't know if that's picking up, probably it. But right there is the boat launch. And then in this little area, basically like your grandfather to me, he had a boat. And then every summer we come down here, we go on the boat and we go out into the ocean. We fish some mackerel, jump off the boat. And I don't know why, but I have this one specific memory. We must have stopped at a market and got cherries. And I was sitting in the back of the truck heading to the boat eating cherries. And then we stopped at Tim Hortons on the way back. That is like the childhood memory of Graves. And then we started camping here too. But this place, no matter what, will always be a special part to me. There's not a lot of animals here on Graves Island. And again, like deer, you don't really see unless they're like morning or evening, but the heat of the day here, there's deer going by. Oh. That was definitely needed after my walk. Feels so much better, cooled down. So I think I'm gonna go back. It's only 2:30 actually. I'm gonna go back and do a little bit of work before supper because it's actually Monday and businesses are still open. So I can't get out of that one. Good morning. I'm sad that I have to pack up and leave this morning. I actually yesterday was looking into staying another night, but unfortunately I just don't have the time. But it has been so much fun. But first, we need to get some coffee and breakfast. First things first, we need coffee. Again, still don't have a plate. Want to spray 8 bags of pan. That being said, I really think if you're contemplating a solo trip or doing something that you genuinely love, do it. There's a chipmunk trying to come steal my food. Anyways, I had such a great time because to be honest, like, I'm an introvert. I love being alone and that's okay. And even with David, like, David's different. He's my person. But yeah, just came out here, read my book, walked around, cooked my yummy camp food, and had the best time ever. So excited when I get home. Hopefully David will have contact and we'll be able to catch up, which will be great. But for now, I need to pack up this tent, which I'm really trying to figure out how that's going to work because the sunshine isn't on this side in the morning and there's dew covering the top of it. So I'm probably going to have to pack it up wet and then take it out at my sister's and dry it out. That's going to be a bit of a pain. Oh wow. Call me lazy if you want. Actually not folding it properly to put into its sack because as soon as I get home, I have to lay it out anyway because it's all soaked. So I get the easy way. I'm just shoving it in the back of the truck. Works for me.